Namaste students. Today we will discuss about the types of the immunity. So there are two main types of the immunity, that are active immunity and the passive immunity. So first we will discuss about the active immunity. What are active immunity? In case of active immunity, antibodies that are produced in its own body. Okay, antibodies that are produced in the host body. And passive immunity means when the antibodies that are transferred from the outside into the body, that is known as passive immunity. Clear? Active immunity means the body itself produces the antibodies, and passive means that the antibodies that are produced from outside. So active immunity, it is a slow process in generating the immunity, because when the exposure of any antigen will be there in the body, at that time only the antibodies that are produced. Clear? So that's why it is a slow process for generating the immunity. But passive immunity, as the means the ready-made antibodies that are injected or that are introduced into a body, is known as the passive immunity. So active immunity, it is produced by two ways. One is when the active immunity that is generated by the natural method, then this is known as natural active immunity. And second, that is artificial active immunity, means when the active immunity that is generated by the artificial means. Okay, now here natural means that by the natural method, and artificial means by the artificial method, when the antibodies that are produced in its body. So when does the natural active immunity that is generated? When there is an exposure of any antigen in your body, means if any antigen that is entered in your body, or if any exposure will be there of any antigen in your body, okay, then the antibodies that are produced. So this is a natural method of producing the antibodies. And how the artificial means of producing the antibodies by your body, means when the antibodies that are produced by your body by the artificial mean. So it is by the vaccination, when the vaccination or the immunization that is provided. तो जब वैक्सीनेशन प्रोवाइड की जाती है, then what will happen in that case, that we will discuss later on, that what is actually vaccination and how the vaccines that are produced. So during the vaccination, what will happen, that your own body that is producing the antibody, but by the by injecting the dead microbes in your body, which will act as antigens. Clear? Now see again, active immunity means when your own body is producing the antibodies, and it is produced by two ways, by natural method and by the artificial means. Means naturally means when your body is producing antibody by the natural means by the natural exposure of the antigen. But if suppose artificially any antigen is introduced in your body, and then the antibodies that are produced by your body, that is known as artificial active immunity. Okay, so one thing it should be clear to you, that active immunity means that your own body is producing antibody, and passive means when the antibodies that are injected in your body from outside.